Hey, y'all. It's K-Lynne. Welcome back to Flippin' for Change. Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a fabulous holiday season and you're geared up and ready for 2026. It's going to be amazing. At least I hope. That's my hope for all of us. So if you saw the preview video, well, I don't know, did I do a video or a short? I can't remember, but I did a preview of what's coming. And this is the beginning of that. So I got a whole bunch more bags, vacuum sealed bags, and a box full of clothes from North Carolina from my summer sourcing trip, summer 2025 sourcing trip. Since we're now in 2026, I guess I should start specifying the years that things take place, especially with my inconsistencies in uploading. That's probably a very necessary thing. But yeah, so I am going to start with some of the unbaggings. We're going to unbag one of the vacuum sealed bags that came in. And then I did a wash of a whole bunch of denim, go through those as well. And so it's just basically going to be haul after haul after haul of things that I sourced over the summer in North Carolina. So I hope you enjoy. I'm going to apologize in advance for the reflection that you're going to see a lot, because as I'm looking at things and looking up and looking at things and looking up, I'm trying to stay kind of low right now. But as I'm looking up and like trying to make sure I'm like, got the label in the frame and this, that, and the other, you're probably going to see a lot of this, the glare, which is super annoying. And I'm so sorry. I wish I knew how to prevent the glare. Like if there was something you could like put on your glasses that would prevent it and still allow you to see. But I am on winter break and I just don't feel like wearing my contacts. So there's that. So let's just get started, shall we? I have a bag right here and it says sweaters and hoodies, upside down, but sweaters and hoodies. This is probably the best vacuum packed one that made it. They've all been sitting in the undisclosed basement location. Do you remember that? Oh my gosh, I'm just so weird. I'm so weird, but I had to do it. Anyway, they've been sitting in that undisclosed basement location since July. And this is the only one that was like cube sealed. And it's the only one that kind of stayed intact. On the vacuum bags, they do say that you should like re-vacuum them every couple of like 2 or 3 months, I think. And obviously I'm not in North Carolina to do that. It's not really necessary because they're in vacuum bags, but also in a tote. I really had just vacuum sealed them to compress them to get as much in the totes as possible. But yeah, I mean, y'all don't really even care about, I have a couple of the other bags down here, but you'll see in later videos. They're just not super vacuum sealed like, they are when you first vacuum seal them. But this one is, so I want to know, I want to see if I can hear the, well, I guess it's not, it would be like, weird and quirky, y'all. Weird and quirky. I mean, can you tell? Like I just don't care about nothing, especially when I'm on break from work. I don't care about nothing. I got to go back to work in 3 days at this point. Woo, no, I've been off work for almost 2 weeks. I just don't care. Messy hair. I mean, I did put on earrings for y'all today, but no contacts. Like, yeah, I mean, y'all know this is me. I hope that's why you love me, because I'm real, raw, weird, and quirky. Well, I mean, come on. What else could you possibly want, right? Ready? Oh, that was a big letdown. I was hoping to hear that. I'm a sensory loving person, y'all. Sensory loving and other things that just completely I cannot handle, like cheesecake. Can't do it. So let's get started. Wow, these are coming out super wrinkled. Everything still has to be washed anyway, so it's fine. But oh my goodness, the water bill and the electric bill is not going to be great next month after all this stuff gets washed. So this is a Columbia fleece gray hoodie. What size is this? Because I feel like this might be one I had pulled. Oh, 2X. I don't know. I'll try it. I came back with a couple of, there. I came back with a couple of fleece. Well, it's not a hoodie. It's just a zip up, a full zip jacket. I came back with several of them, and one was a Patagonia, and I just don't. It's very warm, and I love the jacket, but it's just not. It's like shorter than I'm tall because my torso is very long. Normal size things for women typically don't fit me comfortably. Like they fit me, like that Patagonia fits me beautifully everywhere else, but I don't like the length. It's just not like I find all day I'm like doing this when I'm wearing it because I freeze all day long. So I wear my jackets at work like almost all day. And if I'm doing like, it's just, I want to put something on and forget about it. So I might try this on. I mean, it does look, I don't know. Let me see. Sorry, did y'all come here for the try on video or the unbagging? I don't know. I think it's going to be, I think the length is going to be okay, but I think it's just going to be a little too much in here, but I'll try it on. If not, it'll be available for sale. All of the items that you're going to see in these unbagging videos will be for sale unless I decide to keep them, but then eventually they'll end up in the closets. And honestly, if you really want something, just let me know. Contact me by email, flippinforchange@gmail.com. If you see anything you're interested in purchasing before it gets listed, because I always give my YouTube subscribers my best price. So you can get it for a lot less. And if you see it online and you don't want to email me, I will still give you a discount. Just keep in mind when it's posted online, I have lots and lots of fees. When I send you a direct invoice, I send it through PayPal, and my fees are very, very minimal through PayPal. So just keep that, just keep it all in mind, y'all. Just keep it all in mind. All right, so let's get to the next one. So that was, that is, if you couldn't tell, it is gray. Oh, it looks very gray in the camera. Okay, because when I put it down here on the couch, it kind of almost looked dark navy, but it is gray. It's like a slate gray. This is another full zip hoodie. Oh, a Hollister size large. Good gravy. That's a tag, man. That is a tag. So this is a vintage Hollister piece. If I had to guess, just by that tag and the way it looks. Here is what the front looks like. So we've just got that typical embroidered on little Hollister patches. Hollister custom boards. I didn't realize Hollister was a surf brand. I never knew that. The things you find out flipping. It is thrashed. I don't know if it's meant to be that way, but it is. Do y'all see that? And even down on the bottom of it is it in front? Yeah, the bottom's a little rough and tattered. Probably, if I had to guess, the sleeves as well. Woo, it is definitely in need of a bath. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Thrashed and tattered to heck. I like it's got like a little waffle knit in the hood. That's cute. It's a nice, like, it's got some decent weight to it. I do not see a date code on the tag, so, but that's pretty cool. I like it. It looks like, I mean, if you're into the whole, which a lot of the kids these days are, the whole surf skate community and, all of that, they're into the more thrashed and tattered and torn, the better. I just dropped something. So, all right, next piece. Oh, this is very pretty. So this is a Hive and Honey. Medium large sweater, short sleeve sweater. This is a good one for the southern states. I used to live in Florida, and this is what I would be wearing in Florida because we always wanted to like feel like it was fall and winter, but when you step outside, it's not. Very clearly not. It's got a nice little textured pattern to it. Definitely one that you would want to wear, like one of those little spaghetti strap camisoles under it or something. That's just me, but I love the color. That's very cute. Okay, so in another video, I had talked about this sweater. I think it's this one, yeah. That the texture of it, I almost didn't pick it up. Most of these things, if you recall from the other videos, most of the clothing items I picked up in North Carolina were between 25 cents and $1. I did pick up a few pair of men's jeans in a couple different thrift stores that were $4.99 or $5.99. I think they were $4.99. I can't remember. $4.99, around $5. That was probably my most expensive pickup, like item price that I picked up the whole time I was in North Carolina, which was amazing, which is why when I go and visit in North Carolina, I always go sourcing because I cannot get prices. I don't even think in my local thrift stores I could get a t-shirt for $4.99. They're probably $6 or $7. Yeah. Jeans, the last time I was in a Goodwill here locally, were $10, $9.99 each, and that has been probably a year ago. So who knows what they're up to now? Who knows? But anyway, I had talked about this sweater that I almost didn't pick up because the texture of it is just, it's just weird. Like, I really couldn't tell. It's so uniform on the entire thing. I was like, this can't be washwear. But I mean, it looks like it's just heavily, 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 heavily washed. It's almost like a terry cloth. It's a little softer than a terry cloth, but that's just, it reminds me of a towel. That's what it reminds me of, a towel. But I looked online and every single sweater by this brand in this style looked exactly like this. So I guess that's just how it was made. It is an UGG shrug. It's an UGG sweater. I think I should have like put this in like panorama mode or something. I don't know. And I want it close enough to be able to do this if it's too, but now it's not really far enough away. You can't really see it, but it's got this nice little cascading. I don't think there's buttons. No buttons. It's just literally, it's just a, oh my gosh, why am I like, why is my brain not functioning all of a sudden? It is a type of sweater that doesn't have buttons that you just, cardigan. Oh my gosh. It's like a cardigan, except it's got the little waterfall. So I don't know. That's why I call it a shrug. Pockets. Woohoo! We have pockets. Y'all know that is a must for me with the pockets. So funny story about the North Carolina sweatshirt. I have been looking for a North Carolina sweatshirt for probably 2 years. Every time I'm in North Carolina and thrifting, because I'm in North Carolina, you would think they would be plentiful. Cannot find one that I like. Like almost all of them have something to do with a school or a university or something. And that's not what I want. I just wanted something representative of the state of North Carolina. If I found them, they would just be have an image and no pocket. And I have to have a pocket. It's non-negotiable. It's not acceptable for me to not have a pocket in the front of a sweatshirt. I have to have the pockets. So, and actually I didn't get this one in North Carolina. I found this on Poshmark. So I'm a seller and a buyer, y'all. But anyway, very cute. Was there a size? I don't think I saw a size on. Oh, I have to pull this off to the side. It is a medium. So this is a gray UGG medium shrug or cardigan with just kind of that waterfall drapey front. And the front like falls a little bit back. There's the back hem there. So you see like the front falls lower than the back hem does. It's quite long. On me, it would go down just past like the midpoint of my tushy. But remember, I'm very long torso. So yeah, it's like, I could see why somebody would want it. It seems like it would be very cozy. Like, as I'm doing them, just like, I could just sit and squish it. But the texture is just, I don't know. That's the texture. It's just kind of strange to me that it would be, I guess it's just made to look lived in. And it certainly does. So we have only one more item in our bag, but I did bring the denim out. So Oh, this is cute. It's a little jacket, a lightweight jacket. This is Torrid, size 2. Torrid used to be a really, really, really good pickup. Sorry, this is the other thing I hate. Not just the glare, but I'm constantly pushing the glass. I should get one of those little things to like hold it in the back. I'm just a mess, y'all. I'm just a mess. Torrid used to be a really good pickup. Like, used to get a decent penny for them. Now I feel like it's just become a bread and butter, but this is really, really cute. I really don't like this setup. I feel like I just really need it to be further away. This is very, very cute. It's, I don't know, like, I don't know. It's not really military style, but it kind of, I don't know, it somehow it just gives me like old military vibes for some reason. But then it has this, it's kind of a little easier to see on the back. It's got this seam all along with just a little bit of extra fabric on this part, so it just kind of drapes nicely. Can you see in the back, like it kind of flares out just ever so slightly. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but it's really super cute, and it's got the little straps for epaulets on the shoulders, 2 breast pockets. Does it have side pockets? No side pockets, but I think it is adorable, and it's in this great green color that's like, it's like a faded olive. I don't know how accurate it's going to show on, but that is really cute, and it's really soft. I really, really like how soft it is. So that was it for the first bag. So I did bring the denim, some of the denim that got washed last night out, and we'll just go through that, I guess. That seems like the best thing to do at this time. So we have a pair of Carhartt size 44-30. Oh, good. I buttoned and zipped them. Carhartt, they are the carpenter style. So they've got the little pocket on this side and the pocket on that side. And of course, the Carhartt patch there in really nice condition. Some of the Carhartts I was able to pick up, believe it or not, at a local thrift for 25 cents. When they like, some Goodwills have like the color of the week, and so the color of the week goes on discount. This particular thrift store, they also have color tags, but they have like full price down to like $1, and then sometimes they go 75, 50, 25. Sometimes they go from $1 to 50 cents to 25, but eventually things go down to 25 cents. And that's when we were running in and scooping things up. So I got a couple of them for like around $5, and then other days that we went, I was able to get some for 25 cents. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That one particular thrift store. Love it, love it, love it. Wish I had one near me that did that, but I don't. So one pair of Carhartts, and then I have some Rustler for, I don't know what that says. Rustler for something. Anyway, they're just old Rustlers, and I mean, they appear to me to be vintage. What? Oh my goodness, did I pick up a pair? Okay, here it is. Yeah, these look old to me. These look like they're probably vintage. So we have Rustlers size 14-29. Oh, are they women's, I guess? Oh yeah, I can see now by the way they're shaped. They're women. So vintage women's Rustler jeans. Oh my gosh. So, little story about me. When I was younger, in my 20s, mid to late 20s, I think mid, yeah, like mid 20s. I traveled up and down the East Coast on like weekends and various times, mostly on weekends though, with a bunch of guys who did rodeo. So I had quite the Western wear wardrobe, and oh my goodness, do I wish I had kept all of that. I got rid of all of it after I had my first child. I developed thyroid disease and I put on a ton of weight and was like never going back to all of those itty bitty sizes of the Western wear. So I got rid of all of it. And now the Rockies are very, very valuable now. And I had like all colors, all styles, all prints, all everythings. When I tell you I had the Western wardrobe, oh my goodness. Yeah. Had nothing better to do than to spend my money on Western wear and my time going to rodeos, apparently. But anyway, this just reminds me of Rockies. The Rockies did not typically have back pockets, but just the shape of these totally reminds me of Rockies. So women's vintage rustlers, I don't know how they will do, but for a quarter, I'm willing to find out. So we'll see. Oh boy. I have got to start looking at. So when I came home, I had several pair of, what was the brand? I can't remember. 3 of them were corduroy. Well, they had been hemmed. And when they're that old, you can't, like, you can undo that stitching, but you end up with, I'm going to see if I can pull this apart just enough to show you. Even if you undo the stitching, you end up with this fading line because they're so old and they've been washed and worn for so long. Well, guess what? These also were hemmed to be shorter. Oh, thankfully I only paid 25 cents. It's not a problem. I mean, these are done very nicely. I will still list them. The other ones I did not because they were definitely hand done. And like one leg would be just a little bit shorter than the other. So those all I just threw them in. I ripped out the seaming and threw them in the donation pile. Maybe somebody can do something with them. I don't know, but that's annoying. I've got to start checking. That's just not something that I would think to do, check the hems, but I've got to start checking the hem of pants because that's now like the 4th or 5th pair that I picked up over the summer that were hemmed. And like I said, when they're old, when they're vintage, like you can't undo that and just iron it out. Like there's that line is permanent in them. This is a pair of Levi's 515. They are 515 boot cut low rise. It says 14/L. Well, it says 14, not slash, MIS, but I'm just like 14 or large. And there's that size way down on the bottom. These are not hemmed, thankfully. I mean, they are like from the manufacturer though. So patch is coming off a little bit. That's fine. I'll just disclose that. These are probably older. Where's our other tag? Do we not have another tag? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. They look authentic to me. Because yes, there are fake Levi's. I did have a pair of those not too long ago. But yeah, so these are in pretty decent shape. Very nice condition. Just a little bit of heel drag, not a deal breaker. I actually kind of like that look myself. But yeah, they look great otherwise. So we got those. Again, women's. I thought these were mostly men's, but I guess they're men's and women's. Another pair of Levi's. These are Levi's 550s, 34/34. Let me check. Let me check. Okay. Like, let me check the hem. 34/34s. I thought I had zipped all of them up, but I am finding that I did not. So when I'm shopping, if they're zipped, I will usually unzip them just to make sure the zipper works. And then I try to remember to zip them back up before I throw them in the washer. So I don't have to remember that later, but apparently I forgot on most of them. And these look good to me also. They have kind of that, like, I don't know if it's truly called stonewash, but you see the texture of these is what I call stonewash. I love this look. I just think this look is so cool. And these look pretty good, actually. Not, I don't see hardly any heel drag at all. So yeah, men's Levi's 34 in pretty nice shape. And they appear older to me. I can't remember. Does Levi's put the date? I feel like they date their stuff, but I really can't remember how. I know that I know that the date code is somewhere in all of that down there. I feel like it's either this middle section or it's somewhere in this section. If you know, I mean, obviously, I'm going to research there. I have a video saved of someone, and I wish I knew who that person was. It's a great video on dating Levi's. And he talks about all different types of tags that they used over the years and stuff. I can't remember who it was, but I have that saved on one of my devices, and I will look for that. But if you know, I mean, if you just know and you happen to like just if you could type in how I can tell, like not just what the date is, but how I can determine that, because I have forgotten. These are Carhartts. Oh, these are nice. Wow, these are nice. If I had to guess, I would say I probably paid $5 for these. These are probably a pair that I paid for. 40 by 30. Nice leather tag on them. You want to see why I thought, oh my goodness, like I got so excited? Look at the inside. They're lined with flannel. Oh my goodness. So these are some nice winter work jeans. Love that. Oh my gosh. Can I buy some of these? I wish they were my size. So I am an Old Navy Rockstar diehard. Like I've been wearing them for probably at least a decade. I love my Old Navy Rockstars. And this time of year, the built-in warms, oh my gosh, total game changer for me comfort wise. So this time of year when it is cold out, I wear the lined jeans and they're amazing. I love them. This also has that what I call the stonewash texture. These are so nice. These are in great shape too. I wonder if Carhartt, do they date code? Does anyone know? Does Carhartt date code their tags? I'm not seeing anything like there's a bunch of numbers right up on the top portion. Maybe there's a date code built in there somewhere. Oh, is that it right there? Could that be it? 0304. So that would mean they're either March of 2004 or April of 2003. I bet that's it. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Again, if you just know off the top of your head and don't mind sharing your expertise, drop me some info in the comments about how to date Levi's jeans and Carhartt jeans. I would love to know. And our final pair is another pair of Carhartts, not lined. These look like they were someone's work pants because they have a barcode in them that would have gone back to the leasing company for cleaning and whatnot. 38-32 dungaree fit. Let me zip them up real quick. The buttons are the hardest part for me. There we go. Some nice navy, a little bit faded navy, but some nice blue carpenter work pants. So we've got the pocket there, the pocket there. These do have some signs of use. So we've got down here below the zipper, a little spot in the fabric starting to wear through. And then there, I saw a couple of paint or caulk stains. Where did I see those? Oh, here. A little bit here. And then it looks like whatever they were doing just kind of fell down the leg. And I'm going to say paint or caulk because my son comes home with paint and caulk on his work pants all the time. And that's what it looks like. Exactly what it looks like. And these were, so this was inside. This is inside the waist, which is indicative that they would have been work pants. Leather strap is starting to come off, or leather patch. I saw it there. So it's starting to come off a little bit there. But the great thing about Carhartts, first of all, the great thing is these were probably a 25-cent pair. And they don't care. They're work pants. Men are buying these to work in them. And they don't care. They don't care if they're stained. They don't care if they're wholly frayed, heel drag, all the stuff. They don't care. They'll buy them. And when I pay 25 cents to $5 for items, I'm not looking. I would love to get, for like maybe those lined ones, I would love to get a nice little chunk of change for those, but I'd be happy to get like $15, $20 for any of them because I only paid 25 cents to $5 for them. So that's it for our first bag and a few of the jeans that have come out of the wash already. So again, if there was anything in the video you saw that you were interested in, don't forget, like we had the little jacket, we had the UGG sweater, this little Hive and Honey, the Hollister, the Columbia, if you see anything in today's video that you are interested in picking up and you want the best price before it goes online, when I have the least amount of fees, I'm able to give you the best price. So you're going to send an email to flippin4change. It's the number 4, not the word 4. So flippin the number 4change at gmail.com. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. You're going to see me probably in the rest of these videos in the same outfit, in the same spot, wearing the glasses with the ridiculous hair, because I'm going to try to bust out all the videos right now, but I'm not going to upload them all at the same time. That gives me a little bit of content to spread out over time, because I won't be sourcing. You won't have many more haul videos from me, because after all of this stuff, there is still more in North Carolina. I don't know when the next trip anybody will be going or coming or whatever, when I'll be able to get some more, but I will not be sourcing locally. So there's that. I just won't do it. Not when I know I can get stuff in North Carolina at such a great price. So that's going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Give me a like, hit that subscribe button if you have not already. If you want to be notified when I do upload a new video, hit the little bell notification. Hype it up. Apparently that's a thing now. I haven't really seen it on a whole lot of the videos I've been watching, but I mostly watch on my television because I'm old. It's actually not because I'm old. It's just because I like seeing it across the room instead of just sitting and looking on this little bitty device. I don't know why. I'm old school, I guess. But yeah, do all the things and share with your friends if you know anybody else who enjoys haul videos or may be interested in picking up some items for them, some new to you items. Until the next one, bye y'all.